Morning, Rob. Yeah, Steve's named a 24-man squad for those two games coming up next month. He's had a lot of different issues to deal with before naming this group. Still without long-term absentees, Aaron Hickey, Nathan Patterson. He's got two of his three goalkeepers from the Euros currently not playing for their club sides. He's also got three players without clubs at the moment who are in that summer group. So he's had a lot of things to try and weigh up before naming this group. He has named 4 uncapped players within the 24-man squad, although all have been part of squads at some point in the past. 8 of the players who are in that final group for the Euros in Germany are missing, but that's for a whole host of different reasons. Cal McGregor, of course, retired from international football earlier this month. The big headlines, John Souttar returns. He was one of the players cut at the 11th hour from the squad for Germany. He's responded really well to that disappointment, though, and started every game for club side Rangers, both domestically and Europe so far this season. There's also a place for Lyndon Dykes. He missed out on the tournament through injury, again, cruelly picking up that problem so close to the games getting underway in Germany. He is back. And Ryan Gauld returns. He has been part of a Scotland squad before, but that was a decade ago under Gordon Strachan. Yet to win a cap, he is often the player that supporters cry out for to be included. It hasn't happened in that intervening period, but he gets a chance to show Steve Clarke what he can do up close. So I'll run through the squad then in full. Start with the goalkeepers. Angus Gunn will be the number 1. He started the season with Norwich, of course. He was never present during the summer's tournament. He will retain his place within the group. Zander Clark keeps his place in the squad. That's despite having missed the last 3 games for Hearts, partly down to a back spasm that he picked up recently. He's actually been replaced between the sticks by Craig Gordon, who retired from international football after missing out on a place at the Euros. Robby McCrorie is included. He moved from Rangers to Kilmarnock in the summer to get first-team football, with one eye on forcing his way into the Scotland squad. So it's worked for him, although interestingly he's actually been dropped by Killie for the last 3 games. Liam Kelly is the man to drop out. He replaced McCrorie as the backup at Rangers to Jack Butland. The defenders, Grant Hanley is included. Max Johnston gets a call-up, yet to feature for Scotland. Very good for the 21s. He's had an excellent time over in Austria for Sturm Graz, a League and Cup success with them last season. Scott McKenna, who's just moved to La Liga, is also in the group, as is Ryan Porteous. A lot of eyes will be on him in these games. Of course, his last Scotland involvement was his red card in the opening game at the Euros against Germany. So a lot of focus will be on him in these matches, I expect. Anthony Ralston retains his place, as does the captain, Andrew Robertson. I mentioned John Souttar. There's also Greg Taylor of Celtic. In terms of the midfielders, Ryan Christie is included as expected. He's featured in both of Bournemouth's Premier League games so far. Ben Doak is involved. Ben Doak was named in the squad initially for the Euros, then couldn't make it because of an injury problem. There is speculation about what his future has in store for him, whether he'll stay at Liverpool. And he hasn't featured in the opening games this season, but he does win a place in the group, and that'll be one that supporters will be happy with. James Forrest is included once again after his re-emergence as part of the Scotland squad for the Euros. I've mentioned Ryan Gauld is included. Billy Gilmore is in, as is John McGinn, who's set to win his 70th cap during these 2 games. Kenny McLean retains his place. Scott McTominay is in. And Lewis Morgan is also part of the group still. He was a late addition to the Scotland setup after a lengthy absence for the Euros. He got just 1 minute or so over there. He came on in the 89th minute against Hungary in the final group game, but he is once again included. And in terms of the forwards, Shea Adams, who started well at his new club Torino, he got a goal and assist at the weekend in the win over Atalanta. He's in. Tommy Conway is kept involved as well. Again, he was added to the Euro group late on. He scored his first goal for his new club Middlesbrough at the weekend in the draw with Portsmouth. Lyndon Dykes comes back in. That's despite not playing at the weekend in QPR's game with Plymouth amidst transfer speculation, but he is included by Steve Clarke. And Lawrence Shankland is kept involved as well, despite yet being able to score for Hearts so far this season. There's also a change to the backroom staff to flag to. Alan Irvine is in. He replaces James Morrison, who is no longer going to be part of Steve Clarke's backroom team. So that is the squad in full. As I say, the big headline news is the inclusion of Ryan Gauld after a 10-year absence of being last involved under Gordon Strachan, yet to win a cap. McCrorie, talented playmaker, has done exceptionally well playing for Vancouver Whitecaps over in the MLS. He's a player a lot of supporters will be excited to see finally potentially get that chance in a Scotland jersey. Can he be the missing link for Scotland? Add some creativity to the group, because that was the big issue over in Germany. Just 3 shots on target across the 3 games at the Euros.